Oh, hey. It's late in the evening, but I just got home and I had an Amazon package waiting at the door. We have new needle cap ends and more stitch markers. I know that these aren't the best quality, but honestly, the number that I use like on the go and everything, I really dislike having super expensive ones unless I'm keeping them just at home. I haven't been able to justify buying like really pretty ones like these. Have not justified the price of one set when I know the chances of me potentially losing these on like traveling trips, which is when I use these the most. I can't justify it. Maybe one day I'll get like a really pretty set that's like just from this room specifically, but today is not that day. We have our handy dandy tackle box of knitting gear, and I'm going to sort these things into it. So maybe you want to watch, maybe you don't. That's fine. Don't if you don't want to. Go watch something else. But if you do want to watch it, be my guest. For some reason, they didn't give me hardly any pinks. They only gave me like 3, maybe 4 pinks. But everything else looks nice and full. All right, let me find a needle. And I'm gonna weave in this end while I'm talking to you. Okay, so today, giving blood, one of my coworkers, honestly, she's an inspiration because she goes out and she does things that like I otherwise am just like, but why would I want to do that alone? And she just does things alone, and if nobody wants to do them with her, she doesn't care, which, very admirable. I'll do that sometimes, but most things, I'd just rather not do it. So a really long time back, she was like, hey, they're doing a blood drive right next door here in about a month or so, and we could give blood together. And I was like, you know what? You haven't given blood in a really long time. You have really good blood to give. O positive, by the way. I've given blood once before while I was in undergrad, and it went fine. Like, I wasn't woozy, I didn't almost die, nothing bad happened, it was great. The last 2 times I've tried to give blood since then, I was anemic and couldn't. So I didn't understand why I couldn't give blood. So today I was like, today's the day, we're going to give blood. So I woke up this morning, I ate 2 breakfasts and went in. We got there, they were like, oh, do you want to do just whole blood or do you want to do like red plasma, additional donation, whatever? And I was like, I registered for whole blood. I don't really know what this plasma stuff is. It's not plasma. It's like red blood cells or something, because you get paid for plasma. I don't know what. To be honest, they could have taken my kidney and I wouldn't have known what they'd done. But they were like, well, we'd really like for you to do this, like basically more than just whole blood. And I was like, listen, I don't mind, but I've never done that before, and the last few times I've tried to donate blood, I haven't qualified. I've been too low on iron. And they're like, well, what type of blood do you have? And I was like, O positive. And they're like, well, we definitely want you to try. And I'm like, I mean, me too. I want to try. I'm here, aren't I? So I get in there, they check me. Your girl's iron level was 14.5, which I think it has to be a 12. And last time they checked me, I was a 9 in one hand and a 7 in the other hand. Just because of the way your blood flows, it's not always the same in both hands. So yeah, I was 14.5. So proud. So I was like, great, we're going. I was still really like, giving blood makes me really anxious. Even though I take pain very well. So it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm scared of pain. Well, maybe I was. Maybe I thought it was gonna hurt. I don't know. I was really anxious. It's just new. You don't do it that often. And it does hurt, like you know it's going to hurt. So who knows? But I was really anxious. We got in there. The lady took my blood. I found out that she's from this city that I live in. And she knows people that I know. So we were talking about people that we both know. It was kind of fun, honestly. Her name was Fancy. So I kind of like her. And at some point, Miss Fancy walks away, and another nurse like comes up to me and she's like, are you doing okay? And like, I was doing fine. Like I wasn't feeling bad. I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I was just like watching memes on my phone because I can't watch the blood come out of me. That's too much for me. I can't watch it. And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm watching my memes. And she's like, you don't look okay. And I was like, okay. And she's like, I'm gonna lay you down. And I was like, okay. So then she starts laying me down, and about 5 seconds after she lays me down, it hits me. And I'm like, oh, I'm not okay. And she's like, yeah, I know. Duh. They were all very nice, by the way. I'm just adding my own personality to it. They were all super duper sweet and super duper nice. So just know I'm elaborating for storytelling purposes. So I get laid down. They're putting like a cold cloth on my head. They're stopping my compressions because you're supposed to like squeeze this ball. And I'm like, I can't feel my hand very well. Like my hand is like all tingly, like it's going to sleep. And they're like, okay, we're gonna move your hand and then wiggle your fingers. And so I do all that. And the like red blood cell type thing, they basically like, they take some of your blood, but then they put some of it back into you. And when they put that back into you, they put it back in with, like it hasn't been in your body, so it's not hot anymore. So it's cold. That is the weirdest sensation. I thought that there was liquid dropping, like I thought it was like spilling down my arm. I was like, my arm is wet. And the lady like freaked out, poor Miss Fancy. She goes over and she's like, oh no, honey, it's just cold. That's it going back into your bloodstream. It's just cold. It hasn't been in your body for about 10 minutes. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's not bad. It doesn't hurt, so whatever. But then I got super duper cold. So I was like shivering and shaking, which like, I didn't mind that because I do get cold really easily. Again, history of being anemic. Drop my needle. I had a history of being cold, but I didn't like how when I was cold, I would tense up and that would like, it would make the needle like pinch and hurt. So I didn't like that I was so cold that I was super duper tense, and basically like it was kind of painful, to be honest, which I gave blood a really long time ago. I was 19 because I got credit for it. But I don't remember it hurting that much. So the red cells one, like, it was fine. I got through it. They gave me apple juice. I got a shirt. I got some, well, no, I didn't get these Band-Aids. These are my Band-Aids. They didn't have bluey Band-Aids. But I got some other Band-Aids, and I mean, it was an experience, a roller coaster. Thankfully, my sweet coworker was there and she was just like chilling with me. It took an hour to do this red cell thing. So I don't know. I think I'll do a little bit more research on it next time to see like how much more beneficial, because they took 2. Usually like they only take 1 thing from somebody, but if you do the red and you have O, they take 2. Which again is fine, but I also don't feel like I was given the option to only give 1. I don't know. I know we're always in a blood shortage, so like I get it. But at the same time, I know that if any of my parents or my siblings needed blood, I would give them my blood. So, anywho, that's the nice thing about knowing your parents' blood types, because then you know that you can give all of your siblings blood if you can give your parents blood. Fun fact. Anyway, yeah, that's my blood donating story. I probably will give again. The next time I can donate is on Christmas Day, so I probably won't do it on Christmas, but I'll probably give again. I'll just do a little bit more research into like this red cell type thing, because it was a lot more uncomfortable than giving whole blood from my memory. A lot more uncomfortable, and I don't know why. So I need to see if that's normal, or if my memory is just off. I remember it being uncomfortable, but I don't ever remember it hurting. And there were several times during the red blood, I keep saying red blood as if my blood is pink or something. When the blood like would go out and then they'd put plasma and blood back in me, there were times when like it would hurt, like it would pinch and it would feel like really tight and painful. And I kept like asking like, is it supposed to feel that way? And they kept saying, you look great, nothing's tight, everything's good, your pressure's good, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. And like, I understand that I'm giving blood and it's not supposed to be pleasant. But I don't remember it being that painful. So anyway, that's my rant. Have you ever donated blood before? Was it painful? Put your blood type in the comments. If you don't know your blood type, you should probably find it out, because if something happens to you, you should tell people so they can give you blood. FYI. Anyway, I'm really dehydrated. Not really. I've been drinking water so much today, but my throat is starting to get really dry. So I'm recognizing that I need to go drink more water. Go be babied by my husband, because I did almost faint. And yeah, but I hope you have a great night. See you later.